Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Oh, I'm so excited to be back with you. Welcome to Tuesday. It's time for messages from the spirit world. But before we get into that, I want to show you one of my little charms here I've been wearing today and enjoying. I don't know if you guys can see that, but can you see that? It's theater masks. Can you see? It's the comedy and tragedy masks. And I love this because when I was younger, I used to do drama in high school and in college. And so I always loved being part of the theater. And I've always loved the sacred theater masks. And I call them sacred today for a specific reason because I recently discovered, as I've been studying about this image, that in ancient Greece, theater masks were very sacred. In fact, they were actually kept on altars to the god Dionysus, who was the patron god of theatrical stuff. And, since I do media work through YouTube and do TV shows, in a sense, I am in the public eye like a performer. Even though what I do is real, it still has a performance element. And so I'm claiming the theater mask symbols for myself as a media person. And I think on Wednesday we're going to talk about Lord Dionysus, who's a mystical god, god of the theater and god of the vine. And we'll talk more about the mystical theater masks on Wednesday tomorrow. But just know for today, I'm wearing them and enjoying them and attuning to the wonders and embracing the gifts of performance and communications. I'm so glad you're here. Well, today's Tuesday. It's time for messages from the spirit world. And I also want to say before I get into that, thank you to all of you who came up to yesterday's video. We had our astrology forecast. We talked about all the major transits, what's going on in the stars for you. So if you didn't see that, check it out. It's in the queue right before this one. And, also, a lot of you have been writing and said, Psychic Bob, how do I get on messages from the spirit world? Well, if you want to connect with me and get on that, there are two ways to do it. One, you can put your question for me in the comments section below this video. Just say, Dear Bob, here's my question, and we can do it that way. Or if you don't want to post it publicly, you can write to me at my private email, which is, write this down, and the link will also be below, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. That's how you can reach me. Now, you can also reach me at that email for a private reading. So write to me, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Now, you can also give me a call at my office if you want to get on my schedule for a private session. By the way, let me just clarify. Messages from the spirit world is free. There's no charge. That I do. But I have to be honest, I get hundreds of letters, so I can't always answer everyone personally right now. So please don't take it offensively if I don't respond. I'm just inundated with mails. But I do read all the mail. I do try to respond to as many as I can. But there is no charge. Now, I do charge for private readings. That's because I'm a full-time professional psychic. And if you want to have a private session with me, that's you and me, one-on-one for a full hour. If you've ever wanted to sit down with Psychic Bob and get it all hashed out, your whole soul journey, all your psychic questions, you might want to invest in a private reading. And as I said, a private reading with me is a full hour, one-on-one. We cover everything, past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones. We look at your karmic links, your life themes, what your mission is, all of that, and all of your questions. You can do that by giving me a call. The easiest way to reach me is by telephone. Call me at 703-825-3929. That's my business line, 703-825-3929. I'd love to hear from you and get you on the schedule for a reading, okay? So definitely call me or write to me, and we'll get you in. Anyways, we're going to jump into our letters now. And, by the way, I should tell you, because I always forget this, if you love watching messages from the spirit world, and a lot of people say, oh, I love it, I watch this every week, why don't you hit subscribe, be part of our channel, and click the bell icon so you'll get updates. You'll be notified when the videos post. It doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free to be part of Spirit Channel, and I'd love you to be here. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the letters. And, I want to encourage all of you, listen to all of the letters that are read. Even if your letter doesn't get picked today, it doesn't mean that you're forgotten or unloved. Spirit leads me to letters that they want me to answer, so I do what they say. But you never know, and I've had so many people testify this. You might get a letter, you might hear a letter and say, oh my God, Bob, that sounds just like my situation. I wish I had written in because I need that answer. Could that answer you read be for me? And the answer is absolutely yes, because the spirit world draws me to letters that they know it's going to impact the most amount of people. So I never know how many people this affects. But listen to every letter, because spirit can talk to you through other people's messages. So if you say, could that be for me too? The answer is yes. All right, name it and claim it. All right, well, let's all take a moment. Let's just settle down. Just close your eyes with me just for a moment. Let's all attune to the spirit world. Okay, I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. He's all wound up. All right, let's see. Our first letter today is from Chimp Angel. Hello, Chimp Angel. You've been a long-time viewer here. Chimp Angel says, Dear Psychic Bob, do you see me getting picked for the New York City Housing Lottery? I've heard about that lottery. It's very fascinating how they do that up there. Listen, I have to tell you, I do think you're going to get picked for it. One of the things, though, I want you to do is I want you to visualize your application with gold light around it. I want you to visualize gold light, and that's going to raise the vibration around it and make it more easier to get focus and attention and be drawn. So, yes, I do feel you will get it. Let me ask you here, is there some significance around July, the month of July? I don't know if that's when the lottery is, but I keep seeing around July major breakthrough for you in a financial area. So that may be when the lottery is, but July is going to be a good month for you this year. And I think that the lottery may tie into that, but I do see you getting in that lottery. So start sending up your prayers, put the light around it. I think you're going to do very well. Okay. Thanks for writing. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Diana B 623. Diana B 623. She writes, she says, Dear Bob, my brother passed away suddenly on Monday, May 13th. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. That's hard. I know, I've had a brother die. I've actually had two brothers die. He was only 53 years old. Can you check in to see if he is okay and at peace, and if he has any messages for me? Thank you in advance. Diana, I got to be honest with you. I generally can't get people through that quickly. It usually takes a few months for them to get acclimatized. But that being said, I'm going to make an effort today. So let's see if I can get any contact or any information. Fletcher, can you help me with this? Okay. She's here? Okay. My spirit guide Fletcher said that Doris Stokes has come in to help me. Doris is one of my other spirit guides. Hi, Doris. Yes, I can hear you. Okay. All right, let me see who's here. All right. Yeah, see if you can get them through. Okay. Doris says to tell you, she said, yes, I do have somebody here. Okay. Thank you. I think I can hear him. Turn it up a little louder. I'm getting a man here around you. Yeah, I do think this is a brother here around you. I'm hearing some names being said. It sounds like it's a J name, John or Jonathan or Johnny that I pick around. John, I'm going to say John around here. And I keep hearing him say, he says, tell her I'm fine. And it's funny because he's, I don't mean to make light of this. I know it's very tragic, but he's like saying to me, he's like kind of laughing. And he says, I don't know what everybody's upset about. This is great. I love it over here. He seems to be very at peace in the spirit world. He said that there were a few problems in his body. He said there was literally like what do you call it, like an embolism or a blood clot that took him out. He shows me like a clot flowing. It went to his lungs or to his heart and his brain. Upper body distress. And he said he didn't even feel anything. He said, I just like literally fell over. But he says he went to the light. He said, I was greeted by There was a lady there named Nana. This may have been a grandmother or another lady named Nana, but he said, Nana took me to the light. And he said, I'm great. I'm at peace. And he said he's been visiting you and the other family. He said, I check in, but he said, I don't think anybody's feeling me. But he wants you to know he's in the light. And he says, please tell her, thank you. And he says like this, he says, I love her. And he said that you've been a good sis. He said, she's a good sis to me. And he said, he's not forgotten you. And he said, he's so glad he could connect with you today. But he's in the light. He's with someone named Nana. I don't know if you can place that name, but that's the name he's given me. Nana, I hope I'm hearing that correctly. But he's with you, and he's not in any distress. And he doesn't want the family to be upset. He said, I know I shocked everybody. He said, gee, I didn't mean to that. He said, I couldn't help it. He said, I just was here, and then I was there. So he literally went right out of the body, and he didn't suffer. And he said he didn't even know what happened. He said it was like he blinked his eye, and he was in spirit. And he didn't even realize he was dying. He said, they had to convince me that I died, is what the words he keeps saying. He's in peace, hon. And he's going to try to make contact with you. I want you to watch your dreams, because I feel he's been trying to reach across, but you've been in a lot of grief, so it's been hard for you to connect. But he's going to come to you in the next month. It'll probably be about a few weeks to maybe a month till you hear from him, but he is making contact. Okay? I'm so sorry for your loss. John, yes, he's so, that's nice. Thank you for coming today. And Doris, thank you for bringing him. Oh, that's sweet. John just brought you little flowers. He brought you some little carnations with babe's breath. And he said, well, it's the least I could do. He said, I left so unexpectedly. And he wanted to bring a little flower to say he's with you and that he loves you. I hope that makes some sense and helps. Thank you, darling. Thanks for writing. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, John. Okay, he's stepping back. Thank you. All right. Our next letter is from Sue Walenta. Hello, Sue. Good to see you. Sue writes, hi, Bob. I just adopted a sweet little dog from a shelter. Oh, that's so nice. I love that. I'm a bit stumped, though, in choosing a name for her. Can you help me with what name she would like to be called? Thank you so much for your help. Love, Sue. Hi, Sue. The name is Daisy. Daisy like the flower, Daisy. That's the name she wants. I don't know if she had a similar name before, but there's a connection to her and that flower. So you might even want to show her a picture of a daisy flower. Watch her reaction, or if you see actual daisy flowers. But she wants to be called Daisy. Okay. Hope that helps. Let me know how she responds. Thank you for writing. All right, our next letter is from Dawn Chance. Hello, Dawn. Good to see you, darling. Dawn writes, Dear Psychic Bob, what do you see for me this summer? Hello, Dawn. Well, you know, hon, I got to tell you, when I walk into your energy right now, I'm getting a lot of purple light around you and a lot of orange light. This tells me this summer for you is very much a time of creativity. It's very much a time of channeling. I see a lot of spiritual growth around you, particularly in your connection to the spirit world. The orange light also shows me that you're getting a lot of open channel, particularly in the arts area. And I feel this summer you should focus on doing artistic things like painting or sculpting or creating arts and crafts, creating things. I think you have a real gift in the creative area, and that could turn into a business for you, like making jewelry and selling it, or doing paintings and selling. Anything in the arts and crafts, that's where I'm seeing a lot of success for you. And I feel that this summer, that creative endeavor is what brings money in for you. So I see more money. And, you know, from June through August is a real earning time period for you. So focus on making extra money during those months, and you'll see it'll take off really well. And by autumn, I think you're going to be saying, wow, Bob, I can't believe I got a whole nother income coming in. But that's what I get around you. Okay, so also honor your psychic gifts. Do a lot of meditation. Every day spend some time in spirit and keep that channel open. That's going to take you far. Okay, hope that helps her. Oh, also, yeah, Dawn, I forgot to tell you, there may come up an issue also in August around a move. I don't know if you're like planning to do a physical move, like a housing change, But I see August around you also, as there may come up an issue of like somebody inviting you to move to near them, like a friend or a relative, like, hey, why don't you come live near me? I don't know that you're going to do that, but I just see it as an option. And I will tell you, if you do decide to do a move, it'll be okay for you. Okay. So anyways, hope that helps a little bit for the summer. Thanks for being here. Blessings. All right. Our next letter is from Tabby N. Hello, Tabby. Tabby says, Dear Bob, when will I meet my spouse? Is it soon? Thank you, Bob. You know, Tabby, I have to tell you, I feel like it's not till autumn. I keep being shown the month of October around this, and I feel like in October, you're getting a lot more social connections. I feel like you've been a little isolated this last few months, maybe even going back this whole last year, to be honest with you. And I feel like this fall, it's a much more social time for you. And I see October, and it's a person that you're meeting. They're at a dinner party. It looks like it's a big table. A lot of people, it's a dinner party. I think this might actually be at a restaurant, like somebody's hosting a party at a restaurant around October. So just watch that time frame. But I want you to go out and be seen, because I feel you're going to make the connection in October. Okay? And I do see it becoming a long-term, stable, committed, and loving relationship. The letter J figures in the name of this person. It may be Jan, like the name is like Jan, like Jan, a J letter. Or that could be a last name even. But the letter J is predominant in the name. Okay? Anyways, I hope that helps a little bit. Watch October. Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know where time goes. It seems to speed by so fast. Well, you know they say when you're having a great time, time flies. We're coming to the part of our show now, which is Spirit Shoutouts. And Spirit Shoutouts is where I bring messages over to people. These are not necessarily people who have written with questions. It's just messages I receive randomly. So I've got a few spirit messages, spirit shout-outs, I call them, that I want to deliver, okay? Hold on, let me see my check. You can see my chicken scratch here. Okay, my first spirit shout-out is for Lynn Odell. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you, darling. Lynn, listen, I got to tell you, when I was doing prayer this morning in meditation, I got a message from a man talking to me. He claimed to be your dad. He said, I'm Lynn's father. And he said that he has crossed to the light. He wants you to know he's not in any pain. He's over and he's at peace. He's asking me to tell you, he said that when he crossed to the light, he said to tell you that, he said, I reviewed my life. And he said, I got to see that there were times when I was not a good father. Now, I'm not judging him. I'm just saying what he's told me. And he said, I want to work on being a better father. And he said, the spirit world has told me that I can come and be a better father. So he wants to be, even though he's in spirit, he wants to be more part of your life. He said he wasn't always around as much as he could have been. And he wasn't always accepting of your choices. And he said, I felt like I need to make a greater effort to embrace Lynn and to accept Lynn's choices. And so he's trying to do that. He also asked me to tell you that he's going to be turning on lights in your house. He said, I did get a bathroom light on. So he wants to confirm he turned on a bathroom light. He's also talking about bedroom lights. So you may have a bedroom light that comes on or off or something in the bedroom. That's also from him. So he's just doing that for signs. He's with you, okay? He's also talking to me about the radio. He says music. He wants to turn on a radio. So you may have a radio or stereo suddenly come on. That's him as well. Okay, so he's doing those things to get attention from you. Just tell him that you hear him and acknowledge him, okay? Thanks for being here. Blessings to you. All right, my next spirit shout out is from Selena Sorensen. Hi, Selena. Listen, hon, I got to tell you, I saw your picture today, and what was all around you was beautiful green and purple light, emerald green and purple. And my spirit people told me to tell you that you're opening your gifts of healing and your psychic gifts of clairvoyance and spirit communication. So right now is a very powerful time for you to open your spiritual gifts. You have a lot of emerald green light, which I thought originally meant you were getting physical healing, which I think you are getting physical strength, but it's more like being given so that you can share it with others. So if you haven't studied Reiki, you might want to explore Reiki or other psychic healings. I think you have a real gift there, as well as with spirit communication. So green and purple are your colors, okay? By the way, you might want to get, there's a wonderful gemstone called fluorite. It's sometimes green and purple mixed. See if you can get a green and purple mixed fluorite. That will help you with healing gifts and with psychic gifts, okay? So get that stone, okay? Thanks for being here. Blessings to you. All right, my next spirit shout out is for Julia O'Neill, or Julia. Is it Julie? Julia. Forgive me, I can't read my writing here. Julia or Julie? I think it's Julia. Julia O'Neill, listen, and I got to tell you, I got a message today from St. Bridget of Ireland, and she said that you had a past life in Ireland in the Middle Ages. You were a flame keeper at Bridget's monastery. I think you were like a nun, a sister, a flame keeper. And she said that even goes further back because you were also in the ancient times, even further back. You, in another former life, you were a keeper of the flame for the goddess Bridget in the pagan times. So you've honored Bridget in your past lives as the Saint Bridget, and then earlier, I said the latter times as the Saint Bridget, and earlier as the goddess Bridget. So you have a long time connection with the goddess Bridget over many lifetimes, and you were a flame keeper for her in Ireland. So you might want to do some exploration there, okay? Because she's around you and acknowledging your service to spirit through flame keeping. Anyways, hope that helps. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know where this day goes. It's one of these days where I blink and the day's over. But listen, thank you for being here. If you want to work on your spiritual life, you might want to pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com. Link will be below. Pick up my books. I have a bookstore over there. You get Ouija Mysteries, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, Messages from Rose, and there are a few others. So pop over to my website, check out my bookstore, and then pick up some books. Get on your spiritual journey. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, give me a call, 703-825-3929. I look forward to hearing from you. You guys are best. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We always got more coming. Tomorrow's Wednesday, Wiccan Wednesday, and we're going to talk more about this symbol of the ancient theater mass and the god Dionysus. So make sure to be here. You guys are best. I love you. Anyways, make sure to hit that subscribe and the bell. Be here with us every day. Every day we have some. For those of you who are new, you may not know that. 7 days a week, Psychic Bob puts out videos. So there's some every day. Mondays, horoscopes. Tuesdays, messages from the spirit world. Wednesday is Wiccan Wednesday. Thursday is Vlog Thursday. We go out in the town on an adventure. Friday is Free for All Friday, where we talk about UFOs and all things mystical. Saturday is our Saturday class and seance. And Sunday is our live broadcast of The Witching Hour, talk show in Wicca. 7 days a week, you got Summit Spirit Show. So join us. I love you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, may you all always blessed be.